Howdy, howdy. It is Eric, the Big E Arnold, here in the sports barn. Back in the sports barn, and it is the wee hours of the morning on Tuesday, April 20th. And we're here to bring you some MLB, some baseball action. We're going to recap our fantastic Monday. We got 4 picks for you on Tuesday. A lot of good stuff for you coming up here. Got a cigar. More about that in a minute. Before we get into our Monday night, wanted to mention we have a new subscriber. We like to hit them right at the top. Rob Torrey, new subscriber. So that, again, we're still kind of bleeding subscribers a little bit, but I still think that if we can put together a continuous winning record, like the voice said to Kevin Costner, if you build it, they will come. So that's what we're hoping. At any rate, thanks for joining, Rob. I hope we can get you some winners. So, Rob Torrey, salute. Now, let's do the Monday here. Let's cover that. I noticed when I was putting these slides together that when I put the slide up last night, normally, my little dollar sign is my, star, my pick, my whatever. And I just put W's up. I forgot. I didn't even, so I'd already marked these down as winners prematurely on the slide. And sure enough, they both won. Tampa as a pretty much even money game against the Royals. Nice, easy winner there. Royals not crisp. Made errors, dropped pop-ups. It didn't occur to me that this was a rematch of the Super Bowl. I saw that on MLB tonight. It's like, oh, wow, yeah, how about that? Just same way Super Bowl went, I guess. And then the Rangers, beautiful, oh, beautiful. Oh, man, coming out there. Just like I'd hoped, the Angels were stagnant. The Royals hit the ball a little bit, got some runs, hung on at the end. Nice. So big night for us. Those were our top plays. As you've seen on the Big E-o-meter, I'll show it here, I guess. We're killing our top plays. We're just killing it with that. And the rest is just not that good. So we're hoping to, get the rest to kind of support the team a little bit. Frankly, I don't expect, I calculated, it's like, what does that mean? 43% return on investment. I mean, if that was football or basketball, what would that equate to? Well, that would equate to basically 75%. That's like winning 3 out of 4 games. I hate to say this, but I don't think we're going to be able to keep that up. So I'm kind of hoping at some point, well, I hope to keep it up. Let's just say it like it is. Yeah, let's just say we can do that. We'll be the greatest baseball handicapper ever if we can do that. But anyway, so nailing the big picks, weak on the lower picks. What can you say? Let's keep going. Couple things. Well, let's get into this here. I definitely won't want to forget this. Why do I have the cigar? Well, I noted this week that a friend of mine passed away. Passed away here in the last couple weeks. He was in his early 80s. Died of cancer, I do believe. My Little League coach, Nelson Fike Sr. So he died, and I wanted to just eulogize him a little bit here. He was always one of my favorites. As a Little League coach, he was just your perfect coach for a 10 or an 11-year-old. I mean, he could catch balls behind pop-ups behind his back. He was funny. He had an extensive library of fart jokes. He could fart on command. He could burp on command. Perfect. I mean, this guy was, your perfect coach. He, when we'd lose, he wouldn't yell at us. If we played half decently, even if we lost, he would buy us sodas and occasionally hot dogs. Come to find out later, he wasn't made of money either, but I was just the kind of guy he was. He'd smoke cigarettes and say, all right, go get a soda on me. And hey, that make us feel better if we lost, but we go get some sodas and doesn't feel so bad anymore. So, he was just a great guy. And, he coached the world champion 1980 Plowville Hawks. That was our team, the Plowville Hawks. Yeah, I know that sounds about as hickish as you think, that I'm in a barn and I played for a team called Plowville. But yes, that's all true. And we were the champions of the league in 1980. He was the coach. Then I get to know him a little more, and later in life, he was like, one of these guys that, for some strange reason, he and our paths intersected at strange times. I recall we went on vacation when I was in high school one summer. We drove our beat-up camper. All the way to Yellowstone Park, and this is in the summer of probably, I'm going to say like 1984 or something. And we're in the parking lot of the national park there, and I said, well, that's Nelson Fike's station wagon. And my parents are like, yeah, well, that's stupid. I mean, what are the chances of that? We're half a country away from where we live, and you're saying you see your little league coach's station wagon? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, that's his car. I'm telling you. Look at it. It's got Pennsylvania tags. That's it. And while we're arguing whether or not that's his car or not, he walks up, here it is his car. So, what are the chances of that you run into your little league coach 2,500 miles from where you live? That's just pretty weird coincidence. Then later in life, even further on than that, he worked at the Reading Hospital with my brother, who works there. He was an orderly. My brother's a physical therapist. You've met my brother, the Crazy Eagle fan. So that's when I learned, more about Nelson Fike, the adult, that in addition to, a library of fart jokes, he also has a library of other jokes, the kind of jokes that get me kicked off YouTube if I told them to you. So he was a funny dude. Just, oh man, you'd run into him at, a wedding or a funeral or a party here or there. He came to my wedding. I invited him and he came. And he gave me a picture of the 1980 Plowville Hawks, and that's I'll have to post that for you guys. I just that just occurred to me just now, and I'll have to get that one up for you. But yeah, it was his time. It's one of those people, when you're like me, you have your AARP card. You start to lose people. It just becomes their time and they're not there anymore. But we'll always have memories of Nelson. He was a good old boy. He was always one of my favorites. To you, Nelson, gonna miss you. All right, next. I wanted to challenge the audience to this, MLB fans. Everybody's doing this now, I guess. As I did in my last video, I noted that the Europeans are making their Super League, the Super League soccer teams, where 12 teams have declared themselves the best of the best, and they're breaking away into a separate league. If you had to determine what is your MLB Super League, 12 teams now, 12 teams, what would it be? Which 12 teams would you take? I mean, there's really no definition of super. In other words, I kind of think some criteria that you would consider is which teams have the most money, which teams have the most fans, which teams are in the biggest markets, that kind of stuff. Which teams have a record of winning. These are things I think that would go into determining what a super team is. I wrote mine down, and my brother, he wrote his down. We compared notes, and we were pretty close. I mean, 9 of them matched up. Was it 9 or 10? So I'm just curious what your super teams are in the baseball. 12 teams. All right, baseball. I guess we've covered some things here. So let's go on now with the Tuesday picks. Here we are. All right, so we're going to open up with the Braves against the Yankees. Braves dropping in here against the terrible Yankees. I think we've just turned tail here on the Yankees. They burned us badly Sunday. And I guess I'm just ready to say, all right, well then, if you can't, I'll just bet against you then, if you're going to be that bad. Playing poor defense, not hitting. Hell, I heard an interview with Brian Cashman, their GM, just now, and he was basically like, well, hell, we're just not very good. We're going to be okay. We're going to get this straightened out. But right now, teams want to play us. It's like, yeah, all right, well then, let's play you or play against you. I just think the Braves, let's just say both teams were playing well. The Braves were playing well. The Yankees are playing well. I think the Braves are better. I think the Braves are just better than the Yankees. And the Braves aren't exactly lighting it on fire right now, but they, took 2 out of 3 in Wrigley Field. They're starting to hit the ball. Acuna might not play. That's a little nerve-wracking. But you never know. I mean, young people heal fast, so he might, get on that airplane, sleep a couple hours, good night's sleep, see Yankee Stadium, and just say, I feel fine. I want to play. And he may be in the lineup tomorrow just like normal. Even without him, I'll still play the game. Like I said, I just think the Braves are better than the Yankees. And we're an underdog here. We're an underdog, plus 109. So, this is a medium-sized play here. We like the Braves. Orioles, Marlins. This is just kind of throwing game. The Marlins, they lost one of their top wheels with Marte. He is out now for a week. The Marlins are not the kind of team that has much depth, I wouldn't think. So I would think his absence will hurt him. Orioles dropping in here, first game of the series. Maybe a good time for them to try to steal one, get that first game of the series, then they can relax and go, all right, we know we're not getting swept. We got one. We like the Phillies. Wheeler has pitched very well at Citizens Bank Park. It's his turn in the rotation. The Phillies just, they've got a lot of holes in that lineup. A lot of holes. But Bryce Harper is hot. So there's that. It's possible that they could generate runs strictly with Harper and Real Muto all by themselves could generate a couple runs in this game. So Wheeler, Harper, we're going to go with those guys here. I think this is a good spot for the Phillies to right the ship. The Giants got their game tonight. Now let's see if the Phillies can go and even the series tomorrow or today. It's today, I guess. And then lastly, this is our top play. We like the Blue Jays. Like the Blue Jays dropping into Fenway Park. The Red Sox, they've been going great guns. Just great guns after getting off to a slow start. But maybe now it's time for another team to kind of catch up just a little bit. Are the Red Sox really that good? Are they suddenly a 100-win team? I don't think they are. I think maybe it's time for them to cool off a little bit. I think the Blue Jays are really not that far behind the Red Sox. The Blue Jays ace is going, Rue. I think, we like the ace going here. I think we're getting a fair price for him. Yeah, he's an underdog. I mean, so I think the Blue Jays are a good play here. That's our top play. So there you have it. I think we covered all the bases. I guess I could tell more Little League stories. If you've ever wondered what it's was like in the 70s to play Little League, all you got to do is watch the original Bad News Bears. I'm talking about the one with Walter Matthau, with Tatum O'Neal. That was pretty much it. They did not exaggerate that much at all. That was pretty much it. and it was great. It was so great. I miss it. I've always said that athletically I peaked at age 11. I was really good in Little League, and then it was all downhill after I hit 12 years old. So, and I'm still on the way down. I must have been pretty good. It's a long slide, and I'm still here. So we still got a ways down to go. But good, thanks. Appreciate all yous here. Hit the like button. If you're new, go ahead, subscribe, go crazy, and we'll have some more picks, I guess, for you tomorrow, barring some kind of disaster that depresses me, or some other. Well, you never know. Something might get in the way. But hey, thanks for being here. Eric Arnold signing off. Good evening.